Camelot331 here, and very recently, Gamestop released a statement to their employees saying, hey, if you want to stay home and stay safe, that's fine. You can do that. We're okay with it. Well, that was obviously for PR reasons. It looks like they might have lied, definitely for the first time ever in their company's history. Well, I have several messages from employees that are dropping left and right simply because they choose to stay at home because they don't want to go outside and burst into damn flames. But GameStop's okay with that because bursting into flames looks really damn cool on camera, apparently. So I'm going to go through these messages right now, and at the end, I asked my corporate contact if they're aware of this going on and what they're doing about it. Oh, Lord, here we go. So before we get into it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, doodle. It's real damn important. And also, don't forget to subscribe. First message. Hey, Camelot, I got fired today. So far, so good. I say, what happened? They say I was the last man standing. I've been working pretty much every day. I'm an assistant store leader. The store leader had been fired before all of this started. Once my store switched to curbside, I was the only person still working because everyone was scared. I decided it was not worth it anymore, especially since how nasty customers are being and my elderly grandparents that I see every day. So I let my DL know that I didn't feel safe and was going to self-quarantine. The pay isn't worth it. You got that damn right. An ASM at GameStop makes like $10 an hour on most cases. So, that's pretty bad to risk your life over. My DL was not happy about it and pushed back and said he wasn't able to get anyone to work in my place. I held firm. He then said he would figure it out. So far, so good. It's all good. He's gonna figure it out for us. We all know field management at GameStop has very good problem-solving skills. 2 days later, he called me letting me know that I was being terminated for refusing to work. I told him that GameStop said they wouldn't fire people for that. He said that was only for people that tested positive, which is an outright damn lie. That is not what they said in their statement at all. They just said, we're not going to force you to work. Stay at home if you feel that's safe. So apparently that was all for PR reasons. Shocking. Shocking. It was all for PR reasons. Kind of like literally every move they made in the last damn year. I said again, that's not true. He then said, well, sorry, you should have not got caught up in all this nonsense. Jesus, man, wow. Then hung up on me and wouldn't answer my calls. I have an attorney on it. Is this even legal? So I provided him with a link, and I'm going to put that in the description as well, to know your rights during this epidemic. So this guy decided the pay wasn't worth it anymore. He's like, I'm done, dude. I'm not dying for you. I'm not dying for GameStop. I don't know why anybody would. There's probably a lot of people out there that would for some reason, which is very weird, but a lot of people wouldn't. And neither would I, and neither does this guy, but he's going to get fired for it. But will they take legal recourse? Wait till the last message. Next message. You know how GameStop released a statement to employees that we could take time off if we need it for this crisis? Well, I asked for some time off because my family is in a bad place right now because of all this, and I needed to get that figured out along with keep my family safe. My great uncle lives with me, which should be everybody's top priority right now. They continue to say, my request was denied. Shocking. I'm so damn shocked right now. Can you see the shocked in my face? My boss told me that we had too many pickup orders. We have 50 every time we look. Customers ordering pops in mass and things to that nature. Which, let me stop for just 1 second. If you're somebody that's sitting there ordering action figures and toys and pops from a store, which is making these employees basically have to go in and work, that's pretty terrible. You should stay at home. That's pretty irresponsible. Your stupid ass little pop can wait. It's tiny. I don't even have any. I have a couple. I have several. They go on to say, I told him that I thought we could take off without questions asked. You thought wrong, because it's GameStop who said you could. Shouldn't have listened. He said it still has to be approved, and he wouldn't be approving mine. I said I was going to do it anyway, regardless of his approval, because of the stress. He told me that I would not have a job when I came back if I didn't show up. So I decided to keep working. Actually sending this from the store now. Just thought you should know that it was all a complete lie. Are we really shocked? You, the person watching the video currently, are you shocked? And if you are not shocked, comment down below. Am shocked. 8 equals D, son. So again, another person let go because they decided to stay home and they just don't have enough people to cover these doors. Shocking. What's happening to them? Well, they're getting terminated. Why? But GameStop said they wouldn't do that, but they're doing that. Why? And is it just certain field leaders? It could be. Is it the entire company directive? It could be. It could not be. We don't really know. Every district is different, but it's happening on a mass scale. Look at this one. This one is insane. Next message. So I just got fired from GameStop. Been there about 5 years. Of course, it has been really bad as of late. My district leader is a tyrant. Ooh, damn, son. Same when I was there. My husband was showing symptoms, and I got tested and got a doctor's note stating I could not work for the next 2 weeks. I told my district leader and thought no big deal because we're supposed to be able to just leave whenever we feel unsafe. Plot twist. Just giving you a heads up, that's a lie. They're supposed to bring in someone else from another store. There isn't a store anywhere near mine. All my associates are off except for one SGA. My district leader said if I didn't come in, that he would need my keys and I would need to find somewhere else to work. That, my friends, sounds like a termination. That kind of doesn't sound like, hey, you can stay home if you want. I just need your keys. Kind of sounds like you're getting fired to me. They go on to say, I cried and cried. Jesus, man. So I went in and worked anyway. Being around customers for curbside, my husband got extremely mad about it and told me to just come home and find another job. My district leader called the next day letting me know I had been let go. They say one thing to the public and do something else, completely different to us. And that is where it all lies. They're saying one thing and they're doing something completely else. But why? What does my corporate contact have to say about this? You could probably guess, maybe. You probably actually couldn't. But it's going to make a lot of sense. It's very GameStop-y. Very GameStop. How the hell does this company still exist? I'll never understand. It's 2020. Why? So check this out. This link is in the description. It's Know Your Rights, your workplace rights. I'm going to read this real quick. So it says right here, the Families First Response Act allows employees to take up to 80 hours of emergency sick leave. It says if they're subject to quarantine or isolation, advised to be a healthcare provider to self-quarantine, experiencing symptoms, caring for their child, experiencing similar conditions. Now, the way this law works is it depends on how many employees that the company actually employs. So there's a giant gray area there. So GameStop can get around that. So is it legal or is it not? It's a very nasty situation that GameStop's taking advantage of fully. But what does my corporate contact have to say about this? Are you guys ready for this garbage? It's garbage. Let's go. I say, hey, question. I hear tons of people getting fired for avoiding issues with this thing, like not coming in or something. Is that something GameStop is aware of, like the corporate office? They say, to answer your question, yes, we are business as usual. Shocking. Business as usual, meaning they're going to do whatever they did before all this happened. This changes damn near nothing. They say, meaning we direct our field leaders to discipline employees how they see fit. So several terminate employees for staying home during this pandemic. I'm not shocked at all. So they're basically just firing the hell out of people because they choose to be safe. So obviously I asked, couldn't the associates take legal action since there is actually an act in place to protect those that decide to stay home for safety reasons? They say correct. I'm sure they could, but it is how GameStop has always looked at it. They don't feel as though employees will take legal action or be able to afford to do so. No one that I know of has, so they aren't even worried about it. So right there, it's the same thing we've heard in the past. They have a lot of money. They have a giant legal team. They're literally not worried about what somebody might or might not do. So they're just doing it. They're just going with the flow and firing the hell out of people that choose not to work, which is the complete opposite thing that they said before. So what you need to do is click the link that's in the description, know your rights, get familiar with it, and contact somebody in your local government. to help you with situations like this. Don't stay silent. There's things that you can do. There's people that you can contact. You can contact me right damn now. So that was something small I wanted to share with you guys. That's all I have today. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It's a hopping place, and you can message me on there. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this nonsense. Like and damn subscribe to it. And thank you for always sticking with me. And don't forget to get on it. Doggone it. Bye. Yeah. I got 2 now. Luckily, 2. Which means I'm a superhero.